All right, so in the last video, we talked about radicals and how we simplify those. All right, those are the roots. It could be square root, cube root, fourth root, fifth root, whatever it is. Okay, so now in this video, we're going to talk about how do radicals relate to exponents, because that's what we've been working with, right? Okay, so first some vocabulary, just so we know the terminology. So when we talk radicals, okay, those are what we did in the last video. Okay, those are the ones that have like the root, right? So whatever it is, I'm just going to call it nth root for now. That could be whatever number. Okay, that's what a radical is. Okay, when we use the term exponential, okay, it's exactly as it sounds, right? An exponential equation is an equation that uses exponents. So when we use the term exponential, that's all it means, is it uses exponents. Okay, and then the term rational, very similar to radical, but slightly different. Rational means that we're going to be dealing with fractions. Okay, so when we put all three of these things together, we're going to look at how does a radical and a rational exponent compare. Okay, all right, so here's the key to this lesson. I want to draw it pretty big. Okay, the idea is you can take an expression that's in this format, where let's say it's the nth root, again, I'm drawing it big on purpose, of some number, whatever it is. I'm going to call it x. Okay, so the nth root of x. And this is what's referred to as radical form, because it has a radical in it, right? And we can actually change the way it looks. We can actually change that to an exponential form. Okay, the way you do that is that the inside piece does not change. I'm gonna put parentheses that x is still going on the inside. But what happens is that index number, that n, whatever that is, becomes a fraction, and we put power of 1 over n. Okay, so that's how you go from one format to the other, radical form to exponential form, right? The key is in that index. In fact, if you have a highlighter, I would definitely recommend the key is this, right? So that whatever the index is becomes the denominator over here. Okay, that's how you go from one format to the other. And that's what this video is all about. This video is all about how do you go from one format to the other, or vice versa, how do you go back? Okay, because we want to be able to go to both formats. Okay, the key again, I'll put a little side note right here, is that the index, that little n number, becomes the denominator, which is the bottom part, of the exponent. Okay. Now, once you have this rule down, these questions are actually super quick. Like I expect on the next test we have, these will be the quickest questions on there, as long as you know how to change the format, right? So for example, if I gave you cube root of 27. Now in yesterday's, or in the previous video, we were worried about like how do you actually simplify this. Today's video, I just want you to change the format. So change it to exponential form. Okay, so again, the key is in that index number, right? So in this question, that index number is 3. So this is going to become, the main number is 27, and then it gets raised to a power of 1 over, and the index is 3. Okay, that's all I want to focus on in this video, and the assignment that goes along with it, is how do you go from one format to the other? Okay, another quick one. Let's say we go in reverse. So what if I give you to an exponential form? So let's say 15 to the power of 1/5. Okay. So this one's backwards, right? I'm giving you an exponential form, and I want the radical form back. So again, the key is in that index number. The denominator tells you what the index is. So this becomes a fifth root of 15. And again, we're not worried in this video, we're not worried about simplifying it. I just want you to change the format. Okay. Now it gets a little bit more challenging when you get some more complex fractions. So let me put one more up there on the screen, and I want you to try some on your own. So this one's a little bit more challenging. What if I gave it to you and it looked like this? So 6 to the power of 2/3. Okay. So again, the key is with the denominator of that exponent. In fact, let me rewrite this just so it's very clear that this is a exponent. So it was 2/3. All right, so where the key is with the denominator. So the key is with the 3. Remember, that's our index, right? So we know that this is going to become a third root of 6. But here's the problem, right? What do we do with that 2? Okay, we still have a 2 up here that we have to deal with. We didn't have to worry about it in the previous ones because it was a 1. Okay, but if that's any other number besides a 1, then we have to take care of it. And the way that works is after you've written out like this, just put it in parentheses and put a power 2 on the outside. That's how you deal with those. Okay, so again, the denominator tells you the index. The numerator, the top part, stays as the outside exponent. Okay, all right. I want to put some on the screen for you guys to try on your own. Again, they're pretty quick, so hopefully it's not too bad. Again, the focus is just making sure you guys know how to go from radical form to exponential form, or go backwards, exponential form to radical form. Okay, so the ones I want you guys to try is 3 of them. Okay, so number 1, fifth root of 128. Okay, number 2, 18 to the power of 1/3. And number 3, 768 to the power of 5/8. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. Try these out. Again, they're not too long questions. And then when you're ready to check your answer, go ahead and press play.